Hey everyone, welcome to learn the algorithm with me together. Today let's learn a technique called prefix sum. So what is this technique talking about and what kind of data structure it will be worked on? And usually we'll work on array of numbers or array of n items, right? If, for example, we will have numbers of array like 2, 3, 1, 5, 6. And the prefix sum means we will calculate the sum from the beginning to the current position 2. So for example, like since we are getting the sum of it, so for tell the position 2, the sum is 6. And or like if we are from the beginning to the position 1, the sum of it will be 5. Of course, we are not randomly to generate the sum of it. So usually we will calculate from the left to right to generate this prefix sum. And then we will use also array or a hash map or something like that to record the prefix sum. Like, for example, if we are at the position 1 and then we want to get a subarray, the sum of the prefix sum, it will be like 2. How we get it? We just added 2 here. And then we move to the next position. It means we need to expand this range and we'll get first 2 numbers sum. And how we get the sum? Usually we can just use the previous prefix sum result to add to the new number, and then we can get the new result is 5. And then we move to the next position and continue to expand it. It will be 2. And then we got the sum is 5 and 1, we got 6. Of course, you can add it directly from this rectangle slide. You get 2 add 3 add 1 is also equals to 6. And let's speed up. And for next position is 6 plus 5 equals to 11. 11 plus 6 is equal to 17. So this is how we got all the prefix sum. And now, what kind of problem can be solved with this technique, right? And think about that. If I want to get like the sum of this subarray, how we can do that? We can definitely choose to just add it up, like 1 at plus 5 equals to 6. Of course, we can think about like we can use the prefix sum from 0 to 3 and then subtract from another prefix sum 0 to 1. We got these 2 numbers. When we get the subtraction of these 2, I mean the letter one of the prefix sum to subtract to the previous one, it will be equal to 6, which we want to get. So this is the first problem we can solve with this prefix sum, is to get sum of the subarray. Subarray equals to the prefix sum right pointer and then subtract to the left pointer. This is the first problem. And second problem is like, of course, we are already get the sum of this subarray. And sometimes I'm thinking about how many numbers into it. It means that we can get the length of this subarray, right? And sometimes we also can think about like we can point this, which is the subarray or whose sum equals to k or 0 or something else. So when we are got a certain sum of the subarray, we also want to know the length of it. This is the second problem. But prefix sum doesn't, only the prefix sum technique cannot solve this problem. We sometimes also need the hashing technique to help us. How we can do, like we have a map, we can use the key and value. And what's the key? The key is the prefix sum, and the value is the index. So this is the second problem we can solve, is using the prefix sum technique plus the hashing technique. And the third problem is, now we not only just want to know the length of it, probably we want to know the maximum length of the subarray, and like whose sum is equals to k or 0, or probably the minimum length of the subarray, right? This is the third problem that we can solve. So draw a conclusion. We can know that when we are seeing a problem talking about we want to know the sum of a subarray, we have this kind of keywords, sum and subarray. Then we can think about, probably we can use the prefix sum technique to solve this problem. Alright, so this is what I want to talk about. Thanks for watching.